Another day, another story. Welcome to Neon Forge. COVID-19 pandemic caused unprecedented shock decline in life expectancy. According to new research, the COVID-19 pandemic has caused a protracted shock to life expectancy levels, leading to global mortality changes unprecedented in the last 70 years. Most of Western Europe experienced life expectancy bounce-backs in 2021. Countries with higher proportions of fully vaccinated people generally experienced smaller life expectancy deficits. COVID-19 has caused a protracted shock to life expectancy levels, leading to global mortality changes unprecedented in the last 70 years, according to research that was published in the journal Nature Human Behavior from Oxford's Leverhulme Center for Demographic Science and the Max Planck Institute for Demographic Research. Using data from 29 countries in Europe, as well as Chile and the US, the researchers found life expectancy in 2021 remained lower than expected across all 29 countries, had pre-pandemic trends continued. Previous global epidemics have seen fairly rapid bounce-backs to life expectancy levels. But the scale and magnitude of COVID-19 on mortality confounds claims it has had no more impact than a flu-like illness. Life expectancy losses during recurring flu epidemics over the second half of the 20th century have been much smaller and less widespread than those seen in the pandemic. A clear geographical divide appeared in 2021. The researchers found most countries in Western Europe experienced life expectancy bounce-backs from the sharp losses in 2020. Sweden, Switzerland, Belgium, and France saw complete bounce-backs, returning to pre-pandemic 2019 life expectancy levels. While England and Wales saw partial bounce-backs from 2020 levels in 2021. Life expectancy in Scotland and Northern Ireland, however, remained at the same depressed level as 2020. But Eastern Europe and the US witnessed worsening or compounded losses in life expectancy over the same period. The scale of life expectancy losses during the COVID-19 pandemic in Eastern Europe were akin to those last seen at the breakup of the Soviet Union, according to the research. This east-west divide in life expectancy during COVID-19 generally reflects bigger losses in countries that had lower pre-pandemic life expectancy levels. Bulgaria was the worst hit of the countries studied, with a decline in life expectancy of nearly 43 months, over 2 years of the pandemic. According to the paper, Bulgaria, Chile, Croatia, Czech Republic, Estonia, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Lithuania, Poland, and Slovakia suffered substantially higher life expectancy deficits in 2021 compared to 2020, indicating a worsening mortality burden over the course of the pandemic. In addition to pre-pandemic life expectancy, there appeared to be a vaccination effect that followed the same east-west divide in Europe. Countries with higher proportions of fully vaccinated people experienced smaller life expectancy deficits. Older ages, especially those over 80 who had seen the bulk of deaths in 2020, benefited from vaccine protection and a decline in excess mortality in 2021. Countries, such as Sweden, Switzerland, Belgium, and France, managed a recovery to pre-pandemic levels of life expectancy because they managed to protect both the old and the young. The research team voices concern, however, about the possible wider international impact of the pandemic. Another study co-author, Dr. Jose Manuel Aborto, maintains, in 2020, losses in life expectancy suffered in Brazil and Mexico exceeded those experienced in the US, so it is likely these countries may have continued suffering mortality impacts in 2021, even potentially exceeding the 43 months we estimated for Bulgaria.